Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I wholeheartedly offer whatever suits your time zone. Welcome back to Chelsea Perspective. Welcome to another pregame show on Chelsea Perspective. Today, it's a London derby. Again, you could say a season-defining game, one that we must win to show, yeah, we're ready and we're going to do well this particular season. One that Arsenal also, you could say, they must win to show that, yeah, they're here to win the league. I hope you're all doing well. And I'm going to start again by going through the usual process. Again, looking at those in the chat, see what you're saying. Let me know if you're excited or whether if you're nervous. To me, again, it's a bit of both for me. I am excited, I am nervous, but we'll see what happens. Again, at the same time, history shows when we're the underdogs, we do well, especially when it's Arsenal. I'm all again when they again they've lost like a million game, and the next game if they lose it, it will be a million on one, and we're the ones that are playing they end up winning it. But the case is the opposite this time. They're the one in form. We're the one, again, the underdog. Hopefully, we'll be able to pull off a surprise today, because if we win, it will be a surprise to many. Nobody has given us a chance, and I really do like that. And for let's say it's a Chelsea win. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for finding time to join the show. Come on, Chelsea. Yes, let's do it. Come on, people. Let's do it. And here we have 2-1 Chelsea. I've seen again a Dube Lamato. I've seen quite a lot of 2-1 Chelsea predictions from people out there. Again, as you're coming in, if you haven't, take a second to drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, the likes do go a long way. The more you like the video, the more the YouTube algorithm will be triggered, and more people would have joined the show, and more fun it will be. Here we have again Blue Morning Kachira, panel and child. Lam Lane, I hope you're doing well, brother. Nice to see you here again. Lam Lane, okay, just saying hello. 2-1, 3-1, 2-1 or 3-1 Chelsea. We'll see. Again, always easy to say our club will win, but we know it's a difficult task. Today they have to put in the shift to get the win. Please like and subscribe when you enter, people. Come on, keep doing that. People will have just 13 likes. We should be doing better than that. Please like and subscribe when you enter. Again, if you have not, as it helps the channel reach a wider audience. So please take a second to drop the like on the video to help us reach more people. When will, again, lineup be out? It should be out by now, but usually the app I use shows it like 1 hour, exactly 1 hour before the show starts. It's not ready. Again, it should be out now. Some journalists will have it out now. The Chelsea app will show it again exactly 1 hour before kickoff. Yeah. Now let's see what we have again. I will be happy with a draw. Cannot see us keeping Arsenal out. We need to take our chances to get anything from this game. Would like to see Zakaria play. Again, it looks strong. The other day, Potter does his thing. You know that anyway. Again, old Havertz, Kai. I hope you're doing well. Let's see whether he starts again. Zakaria, to me, again, he did well enough that he'd be security for our defense if he starts today. But we don't know what Graham Potter would do. We'll keep our eyes open. The lineup will be out soon, so no worries. Lam Lane, again, let me say, we lost just one game, which was, again, a self-destruction job, but I wouldn't say we're not in form. Again, we are just not clinical enough. Before that game we lost, the loss in question that you talked about, I'm sure you're talking about the loss against Brighton. It has been a long time coming. It has been a long time coming, really, if we're being truthful to ourselves. So again, yeah, we really do deserve to lose that one. Again, down the Arsenal and up the Chelsea. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Let it happen today. Again, let the players do us prior. Again, I must say, I'm nervous. I have to speak the truth. Down the Arsenal. Yep. Again, toxic Whitey. Come on, Chelsea. Yes, come on, Chelsea. Let's do it. Let's see again. A must-win game. Losing 4-1 is not good enough. It's not good. Now must win. Yeah. Again, the reaction is today. The reaction for me wasn't the win against Zagreb. Up the Chelsea again. Like I said, the manager wanted to start a few people to, you could say, help brush up their confidence for them to be ready for this one. But let's see what happens. Yep. Let's see. The lineup should be out. No, I don't think it's out yet. Still probable lineup. But we can look at a few things here. And before we continue, the app I'm using is called, again, FODMOB. They're not paying me anything. I'm not paying them anything, but it's only fair that I give them credit. Give them credit for, using it for the work they put in. Again, it has, you can download it on Huawei products, Android products, and Apple products. Very intuitive with real-time notifications on, again, what's going on in the game. But we'll get back to that in a bit. I wanted us to look at, again, insights. It gives us a clue. You could, from the insights, after looking at the insights, you could use it to draw conclusions on what you think will happen, most likely outcome of the game. Yep, Chelsea, let's do it. Okay, here we have insights, again, ranked 11 in goals scored per match, 1.4. unbeaten in 11 home games, so that's a good sign. Have scored 6 goals in their last 5 matches. For Arsenal, ranked second, okay, they've scored more goals in goals scored per match, 2.5 goals per match. Ranked one away win from away, ranked one away from home this season. So which means yeah, that one it's difficult to say because they do very well away and we do very well at home, as we're saying there. Arsenal have won the previous 2 matches against Chelsea, so this one is for them. On paper, you could say, no wonder why everybody's saying again, we have no chance. Even majority of our fan base this time, it's not like that type of situation where you can say everybody's just confidence going into the game. But I really do want to get your thoughts. What do you think? Again, whether you're nervous or whether you're ready for this one. Says not happy at all with this team. I haven't seen it. Let me see if it is out yet. Graham Potter does his thing. That's what we've always talked about. Graham Potter will always do his thing. We would do our best again. Analyze and pick the selection based on again who we think would do well for the job, and boom, he does his thing. But let's see. I'm gonna try to find it. Probably out on the Chelsea again Twitter. To me, I wouldn't be surprised if I see. Let me see. Yep, Graham Potter does his thing. Let's see what he does, what he did already. That's infuriated Liam Lane here. Just give me 1 second. I will get it open in a bit. Again, keep liking the video, guys. We'll have just 14 likes. We should be doing better than that, really. Okay, let's see. Do I have it here? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I suspected. Yeah, I'm seeing it. It is Mendy, again, Asplicator, Thiago Silva. So probably not, doesn't look like it still could be a back four. Wow. No Koulibaly too. So yeah, which means it's not a back four. He goes with a back three. Okay, let's see. This man, he scares the life out of me, really. Oh my gosh, Graham Potter. This lineup, this hasn't updated yet. It's still showing this. Let me use this again so that people that are watching can see it. This is seriously crazy. Unbelievable indeed. I'm not sure what structure it is. It didn't say here until it shows up on the screen there, then we'll see. Let me see what I'm looking at here. Okay, Mendy, Aspliqueta, Thiago Silva, Chalova, Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho, Mount, okay, Cucurella, Havertz, Aubameyang, Sterling. Yeah, a three at the back. We thought he'd do that, and then again, there you go. He's doing that. Ty, just quickly, your thoughts on the lineup. And then big up. I hope you're doing well. Sorry about that.
Yeah, risky, but I hope it works. So that's what I can say.
Yeah, I hope he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't agree with this. I don't like it, but I mean, I just have to hope it works out.
Yeah, this is still it's still far at the back, so that's a good thing. Possibly far at the back, but I don't know why he's leaving Zakaria out. It's shown he can provide a good you could say good cover.
And Jorginho feels looks comfort. I was rewatching the Zagreb game not long ago, and you could see the how comfortable Jorginho was. He was making passes, over the top passes. When you have somebody beside you that you can trust, so that you can go forward, it's easier. Why are you playing Loftus-Cheek? As much as I'm a fan of Loftus-Cheek, you cannot be playing him with a Jorginho. Jorginho needs some support, and Loftus-Cheek is more of a second form Kovacic. He's about trying to get the ball forward and trying to do trickery. I don't know. Potter. I don't think Potter is really fond of Zakaria like that, and maybe that is one of the reasons. But I on Ori it's probably because he simply wants to give him an impact substitution role. I'm not sure. I don't understand why he's not playing, because he actually did good enough to be rewarded with another game. Or perhaps it's about him not really playing the Premier League before and not just throwing him in. There's a lot of factors that be it, but I'm not sure about the midfields in particular.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm a bit confused here. Again, looking at it, do you think this is really the structure? This is a 3-4-2-1. I don't think this is more likely a four at the
This
back
looks
approach,
odd.
or probably more like a 4-3-3.
Yeah, on that lineup, it's saying that Chalobah is on the left, Silva is in the center, and Aspi is on the right.
So yeah, so
I
this is
I generally
most
think it's still
likely
a four.
wrong.
I think it's a four. I personally think that it's a four, with
Yeah,
Chalobah and Silva as the center backs.
centrally. Hmm.
Kukurea is the left back and Aspi is the right back, and you have Loftus-Cheek. Perhaps he's a three-man midfield, and probably a
Yeah,
4-3-3 or a 4-3-1-2, perhaps.
yeah. This is more of again. More, I think 4-3-3 makes sense, or 4-3 than anything. Again, in the final third can be works. Let me put it that way. I don't think it's a three at the back approach. No, it doesn't make sense that way. I'm not happy at all, and not again. I'm not happy that Zakaria isn't playing. At least even Kovacic is on the pitch. I don't think this man understands this team very well. I think the fans knows this team better than him. But again, let them produce. If they produce, I'll take it. But really, for me, this is concerning. I have to be honest
Mm.
with you. Let me see what we have here again. What else we have in the chat? What people are saying about the lineup? Yep, no Zakaria. That's horrible. Hello. Yep, he says. I think we're using a back. No, most definitely a back four. So do not mind what we're looking at here. It just doesn't make sense for it to be this structure. We will get destroyed if this is the structure. Really, I think like Ty explained, it's a four at the back approach. Again, a 4-3-3. Yep, I think it's a 4-3-3 or 4-3-1-2, where Kai plays as a 10 because he's played that structure before. Again, here we have again 4-3-1-2 from Chelsea till I die. Let me see. Can Auba starts? Yep, and we suspected he was going to start, but it just doesn't make sense. Broya had a chance to start and finish a Champions League game. The manager opted for Auba maybe to play him into form before this game, so I don't know. Potter, again, I'm not going to. What if we win now? If we beat them 1-0, 2-1, 3-1, or whatever, again, it would be a stroke of genius from him. But really, again, yeah, I'm concerned. Really, Potter, again, I'm not going to read that game. So sorry, the game is already lost. If that's how you say it, no Oba would destroy Arsenal, Kim. So I hope that happens. So Potter doesn't know what he's doing. Again, your name, how to pronounce it? It's Paporu Kolu. Okay. For me, I'd say the same thing. It doesn't look like he understands the players again that are available to him. Kovacic, this game is tailor made for him because these guys they press and they press aggressively. So Kovacic should have been, it should be part of this team. The only guy you could say practically the only guy that plays when oppositions are pressers aggressively. Why he's not playing, I just don't know. Again, no Kovacic, Zakaria. I just I don't know. Again, let's see. Hopefully he surprises us. Potter. Again, let me see. This lineup is garbage. Anything else to read here? Everybody's furious, really. Dave says Potter out. No, yeah, again, it hasn't gotten to that. It hasn't gotten to that really. Again, let's just calm down, guys. Let's see what happens here. We have again Sakim already. I'm tired. Let's see what we're having. Potter chose the lineup for a reason. So I think we should again. Yeah, we can't change anything. We can again yell, scream, call names all we like. It doesn't change anything. Arsenal, we use this midfield like a freeway. Wow. See, KP says that again. Not true. Fans, people saying Potter out. I think this is just a reactionary. You could say they're just being reactionary again. Everybody will calm down, especially if we win this game or if we start playing and we're doing well. But I'm glad that it's a four at the back structure, not really a three at the back structure. That would have been a serious problem. It's a 4-2-1-3. Yeah, it could be that. It could be 4-3-1-2, where Havertz plays as a 10. But again, I agree. Again, we don't. The only thing that could change there would be to bring in Kovacic and what's his name is Zakaria. But I don't know what the manager was. Again, it does look like the fans knows the team better than him. Loftus Cheek, you've done a ton on Potter. Maybe he will work. That's what I'm saying. Just calm down, people. I remember RSC against Manchester United. Let's see. No Kovacic, Koulibaly, and Zakaria. What is Harry Potter what doing? The magic will come from Arsenal. Our midfield is a joke. We're done. Again, on my way to the game with my dad, I hope we don't get battered up. I don't think we'll be battered up. Again, I'm so confident he knows what he's doing. But at least Kovacic should be, again, playing this game. This game is tailor-made for Kovacic. And Potter, yeah, I'm not going to be the one to send him that message. DJ, I hope you enjoyed the game. Porter, again, gonna get sacked in a few months. Mark my words. I don't pray that happens again, because if he gets sacked, it affects the team one way or the other. Coming back to the panel, I'm gonna ask. IBZ is gone already. Ty, really leaving out Kovacic? That's the one I don't believe, really.
Yeah, I mean, I could, like I said, I could understand Zakaria not playing, because I was making a point yesterday about the fact that if he doesn't play him, perhaps it's about him giving him time to adjust and probably playing him off the bench in the Premier League. Because in the Champions League, it was easier to play him, because not only because the game really didn't have much significance, but also Zagreb were sitting back. They weren't really pressing us like that until after we scored, and we scored and we made it 1-1. So I think in a sense there was more space. So if he made a mistake, or if he needed more time on the ball, he'd have had it. But not Kovacic's not playing at all. That is very confusing for me, because like you said, this game is made for Kovacic. If you look at the way Arsenal have been playing, if you press them, they try to move the ball away. They don't hold the ball. And if Kovacic is able to win the ball and dispossess, he can get the ball and progress the ball forward. So it was self-explanatory for why he should have been playing. I don't know, but I'm just giving Poch the benefit of the doubt, and I'm hoping that this lineup works. I just personally do agree with you. I think Kovacic should have been playing, but we'll see what happens in the midfield. I'm surprised that he's not starting Kovacic.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. And to me, given Arsenal space, Martinelli, whether on the again, you could say if I don't think this is a structure really, but on the left, even if Kukurea, I believe he should be able to deal with Saka face to face. But as for Quetta starting this one, I just do not understand. But I understand it's a back four. He doesn't go again on 1-on-1. Again, he is one of the best, but probably not going to risk too much going forward. But I do not understand why Kovacic isn't playing. But Ty, let's try and reconstruct this now. In the 4-3-3, it will be again these two guys, Chalobah and Silva centrally, Aspilicueta right back, Cucurella left back, right? Then the next three in the front will most likely be Jorginho centrally. That's for sure. To his right, you could say, yeah, to his right would be Mason Mount. To his left, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek. And then we have, I think Kai will play as a 10, and then these guys will just do the same thing they did against Zagreb. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe. I think so, because I personally think that it's a three-man midfield. I think Mount. Yeah, I think that's basically the shape. And you probably may see some alternations between Sterling and Kai. Kai may play as the false nine alongside Aubameyang, and he'll also be that creature, because we saw that a creative side of Havertz against Zagreb. So perhaps Potters is trying to build on that, and maybe it could work. I just think that in terms of that, it's about that right hand side for me in the defense. That's my concern, especially if we can believe what is there. Martinelli has been very pacey. He's been impactful for Arsenal recently, and
Mm-hmm.
Aspi has looked a bit shaky in the past few games in terms of keeping players at bay. So I have a concern about that right hand side with Aspi, but I mean, there's nothing to be done. I can only hope that, like the game where I was saying Aspi, I didn't want Aspi to start and he performed good. I hope that's what happens, but I I'm just trying to be optimistic right now. But I have some concerns about that right hand side.
Yeah, again, if you haven't, drop a like on the stream quickly again, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. RLC cannot shoot, Zakaria can shoot. If that's how you say it, I'd rather sit back, hit Arsenal on the counter, cannot make it easy for them. Midfield looks easy. It's a turnover. Not necessarily, but we'll see. You can say, but they have a more physical midfield than we do. Maybe the only solution would be was that we're playing a three-man midfield. That makes a huge difference. But we'll see the output. But Zakaria should have been there. Plus, he'd be confident that, again, he'd be able to play well against his fellow countryman, Granit Xhaka. But Porter, we're not sure what he's doing. Kim, so it's just one game again when we have Zakaria. But one game is enough to see what he's capable of doing in terms of physicality. He was good on that day. Aspi, Martinelli. If Aspi doesn't if it doesn't overlap, I think he'd be able to deal with them because it's not going to be a matter of pace. It will be a matter of, again, 1v1, which is very good at. He's good at that. Came here to all the lineup hate Rahim Farouk. Let's see what happens here again. Sorry, that's what you meant. Again, if you haven't, take a second to drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you so much, guys. Very soon, again, we will be hitting 7,000 subscribers, but that's only possible if you think we can do that. If we win today, I will go to school happily tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I hope we win. It's not going to be easy. Even Kim said the same thing to him. I hope we win. Again, a good morning to everyone. I hope you're all having a good day. I want to get your thought. Let me know what you think is going on, why you think he's picked up. Again, he's selected this 11. I hope we win, again, at this match because I don't like the formation or started in 11. I don't think this is the formation, really. I have to say, as much as I like Fortmore, I think they usually get the structure wrong. But they will change it again when the game starts and they really find out, okay, that's really what the structure is. And if you have the app, can you look it up and tell me again what the structure says and what the formation says it is again on the app? Again, I hope we win. Yep, I hope we win. DJ DJ repents. Are you seeing that comment on the screen?
Yeah, he's reflecting on what he said. I know he's reverting.
Yeah, DJ says, listen, Michael. DJ said, born again now. It says, my comments were harsh. I believe in Graham Potter. I am more gutted Cover has not started this game again. He was arrested in midweek, and it was, like Potter himself said, it was precautionary. It wasn't like, again, his injury was too serious. He was arrested in midweek for this game and not being picked. Hopefully, it works again and we win. That's what I'm hoping for. If we win, fine. But we'll see. I still think we're going to win this one, but it's going to be a narrow win. We need more depth. We spent $250 million for just 5 or 7 players, and now we are turning into Hospital FC. I mean that's a legit argument, really. Again, your name. I'm going to try to say it again. Taporo Kolu. Okay. Again, we are done. Let's see what happens again tomorrow. You will survive. I think Potter will surprise you. Don't worry, we will win. Albert scores 2 and Sterling scores 1. So okay, we'll see again. Aspi will get cooked by Martinelli. Everybody's concerned about that. Here's the thing. I think it all comes down to the approach. And as long as he doesn't try to overplay, Aspi, again, as much as he's, again, one of the best defenders, 1v1, I think he's not the most technically gifted. He's not, capable of dribbling his way out of tight spaces if you press him aggressively. But, yeah, defensively, he gets the job done. Let him just be on the pitch to get the defensive aspect of the whole thing done. We'll see. 3-4-2-1. Okay, is that what the app says? Aspi will pocket Martinelli. I like your confidence. Honestly, that's a true Chelsea fan there. Again, the app says 3-4-2-1, which isn't. Which is it? The apps do get it wrong sometimes too, Ty, don't they? Yeah, I think the apps do
Yeah,
get it
they
wrong
do.
sometimes. So, sorry, the Chelsea app, they do get it wrong sometimes, right?
Yeah, they do because I remember the Brighton game in particular. They said it was four at the back, and then they said it was they corrected an error, and then they said it was something else. So even they don't really know the structure itself, because I don't think Poch is gonna tell them and say, okay, please put this on the app that is this. I don't think so. I think it's they also assume what it is, like every other fan.
Hmm. Okay, let me catch up with everything else we have here. It says, but let's not be negative and support the team. Come on, Chelsea, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, we got to support our team. And again, I believe we can do it. Why they're, again, busy marking over, Kai was smashed again, a 30-yard. Okay, I hope to see that happen. Aspi will get done. Again, I still believe, though, Koulibaly cover and Zakaria should have started. That would have been a much stronger side. But chemistry-wise, I think we'll lack a bit. I have to be honest in that aspect. 3-4-3, you think, again, Anselmo, okay, good one there. If you haven't, please drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, guys. Arsenal are fast, so please, none of those stupid back passes between Mendy and the back line. That, again, that's a good talk there. Again, I hope, again, I'm going to make sure, again, I'm taking coffee, but I'm going to find some snack and keep by my side so I have food in my stomach. I don't pass out if they pass the ball back to him. 4-2-3-1. Yes, I still think it's going to be a four at the back structure. I'm not sure whether it's going to be the two in front of the four or three in front of the four, then one and two in the final third area. Kim, so it seems, again, you're not he's a Chelsea fan. Again, he's allowed to express the way he's. Kim so is actually a super Chelsea fan, but just probably frustrated right now. That's why he's a panic bus driver. Again, he is just panicking right now. Heard Fofana is going to be back from injury by November 10th. I don't rush him back, please. We have just how many games to play before the World Cup? Why rush him back? It's surely a back four. That's what I'm thinking. Most definitely, most likely a back four. Again, I am using a speech. Okay. Again, I don't want to see Mendy on the ball too much. None of his passing around the back rubbish can see Arsenal pressing for mistakes like Brighton. Again, everyone knows he isn't good with his feet. I think, yeah, but again, he should be cautious. That's all I can say. Again, support your team until we lose 4-0. Yeah, just support them. If then we lose 4-0, then yeah, you can start spitting how unhappy you are. Just Riallo, Queen of the House, thank you so much for finding the time to join the show. I appreciate you doing that. Let's see what else we have here. Anything else to address?
Okay, so I got my confirmation that it wasn't me. All right, so based on what John Port is saying, I'm not sure if Coachella was talking about it. Yeah, I was saying myself that I think he could have started, but I don't know if Potter's trying to consider the fact that doesn't want to rush Zakaria into playing a Premier League game, and especially against Arsenal that can be very intense and aggressive. And although Zakaria is very robust and he's able to keep hold of the ball and be physical, it's still adjusting to a new league. and he's not going to get the time on the ball against an Arsenal. So it's not as in the case of a Zagreb where he was able to decide his next pass, if he's going to go sideways, try to progress the ball forward. So I think perhaps in a sense I can understand why he wasn't playing. I just think most people are unhappy because he said that Kovacic wasn't played against Zagreb based on precaution. It wasn't started against Zagreb because of precaution. So I think that was the odd decision. But yeah, I think in terms of Dennis not starting it, I think that is at least fine. I just think that Kovacic could have at least started it, considering what Poche said. But I'm gonna have to scroll up to see where Coachella was at before you got cut out. And he said, and Chelsea till I die. I think, yeah, I think it's a 4-3-1-2 as well, or some 4-3 something. It depends on what happens. It could be 4-3-2-1, 4-3-1-2, 4-3, whatever. I just think that in terms of the structure and the formation, it depends on how the players play. Will it be Havertz playing as a false nine? Will it be Sterling who will be playing as that 10? We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But in terms of everything else, it's just about optimism. Yeah, and even, I like what Sports is saying below that as well, where it says Chelsea will beat Arsenal by 2-1. Be positive, guys. Yeah, we need to be positive. I think we will win narrowly, as Coachella was saying. I think it will be a close game, but I think and I hope we get the job done. And then okay, Liam and John Ports are saying hello to Viola. Uh yes, okay. Lolo is saying big up coach and blues. Good luck today. Citizens are with you. All right. Getting some good luck from you know neutral fans as well. So that's always positive. We need as much support as possible, especially in these times right now. Um, okay, and that's just Viola saying hello to Liam. Yeah, Jam Port's coach got kicked out. I think his connection is a bit poor, but I'm gonna try to keep the show above the waters until he can possibly join back. And yeah, Liam Blaine is saying Chelsea app is saying 3-4-3. Yeah, I think yeah. When I looked at it as well, I was seeing 3-4-3 as well. Yeah, I pray Chalaba does not make a mistake and cheat too. Yes, we can only hope and pray that they don't make a mistake. We can only be positive and we should be positive. And Jan Ports is saying the guy proved himself today. He's ready to go. Even if he don't start, he should be introduced in this game, considering the defense problems we are having. Yeah, and I get that. I understand that. Yeah, and hello, Liam as well. Yeah, but in terms of what you're saying, Jan Ports, I understand that. And yes, I personally would be okay with him starting because based on the freedom Jorginho had, it would have been beneficial to have somebody that is technically a DM or can play as a DM that gives him the ability to roam and the space and the time to do his passes because he is capable of doing passes. Yes, Chelsea till like that. We do have the players to beat them. It's just about how we execute our plan and how those players perform. I do think that's as important as well. Yeah, big up to you, Chelsea. And yeah, okay. So just Viola is saying Lolo hi and thanks. We need a luck. And Chelsea till I die is saying, remember the UCL final, everyone. Thought City was going to win, but we won. So when we're the underdogs, we are bitter. Yes, we always do good as the underdogs. I appreciate just you reminding us that because we need to be reminded of that sometimes. We need positivity and that's the only we can really go forward. Okay, so Kotila is back.
Yeah, Ty, thank you so much for holding the fort for me again. It's embarrassing, really. Pay all this money after everything, the highest level of internet, and still very bad connection. Let me see. You can just quickly go ahead with what you're saying. Let me just share the screen again, and I'll come back to the part in a bit.
All right. Okay. So I was just at what Steve Chelsea was saying about
Hmm.
what's Koulibaly doing on the bench. This man. Yeah. I mean, Potter's making some decisions that are questionable for a lot of fans, but we just can only hope for the best. And I mean, Koulibaly had a little injury scare, so I can probably understand why he's not being rushed into play. this game, if we need him, then we make that substitution. But I think it's for precautionary reasons, and I think it's the best decision to not start Koulibaly, because we should be able to trust Chalobah. I think Chalobah just had an off game against Brighton. A lot of our players had an off game against Brighton. So I mean, I don't think that should take away our full trust in Chalobah. Chalobah is still a good defender, and he's still learning. He's still very young for a defender, so he has time on his side, and in a sense, he's not too far from really getting the consistency and getting to that level of being consistent.
I have to be honest. I'm really not concerned. I'm really not concerned about Chalobah's again being on the pitch. I hope I'm not misquoting you again. Maybe I don't understand what your people's maybe if people are concerned about Chalobah, they shouldn't be. He should be for perfect balance. If one of Thiago Silva and Koulibaly isn't playing, Chalobah is needed to balance things up. Even when two of them are playing, Chalobah is also needed to balance things up. That's why again, when two of them are playing, Koulibaly goes to the left, Chalobah comes to the left.
Ooh.
Yep, it's going to be everywhere right now. But apologies, guys. Again, Chelsea will beat Arsenal by 2-1. Let's see that happen. Let me see what we'll have here. This one says, just 1 second. Again, guys, if this pulls me out again, you guys should continue. Chelsea will beat Arsenal by 2-1. I've read that. Again, Martin Viola. And I see somebody says the formation is 4-3-1-2. Most likely, that's what I think it is. Did you see it anywhere, or are you just suggesting that's what it is? Again, if you're watching, if you haven't taken a second to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm going to scroll past a lot of comments here, people. Again, sorry about that. Big up Coach and Blues. Again, good luck today. Citizens are with you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're really a good friend. That makes sense. It says, again, Coach, what's happening? The channel is frozen. It's the internet again, but thank goodness Atai continued talking to you guys. I pray, again, Chalobah does not make mistakes. I don't think, again, he's overcoming that. It's something, again, he's young. Now I know where Ty is coming from. He's very young, and those mistakes, again, it hasn't happened that much of late. He's been calm on the ball. He doesn't rush into making decisions. He's maturing quicker than I expect, really. The guy provided, again, proved himself, Ty. Again, he's ready to go. Even if it doesn't start, he should be introduced in this game, considering the defensive problems we're having. I think I agree with you on that one. So I'm going to stop, bring on those on the panel, because this is a very short show. It's not a long one. We have about 20 minutes to round off. I'm going to start by bringing on AD. AD, your thoughts on the lineup? We're not sure about the structure, but quite clearly it will not be a 3 at the back structure, most likely a 4 at the back structure. And Ty and I will reconstructed again the back 4. It will be Chalobah, and you see, Ty, they've swapped things around too. It will be again a Chalobah. We think it will be Chalobah and Silva centrally, Cucurella left back, and Cesar Spilicueta right back. But this does make sense a bit too, because he's played like this before, Ty. Yeah. So again, Eddie, your thoughts on the lineup and the structure? What structure do you think it is really?
Big up, bro.
Big up to you. Big up to you too, and big up to Roger. Yeah, go ahead.
We are just guessing. I think it's only Potter and the players that know what formation they're going to play. So not until the game starts before we'll be able to get exactly what formation they're playing. But for me, it looks like a back 4. It could turn to a back 3, just like that. But
I think it's capable of being a hybrid approach too.
It could be. Maybe when attacking, it goes to a back 3. When they're defending, it falls to a back 4. He's done it severally. But my problem is Sterling and personally Jorginho. This is going to be high-pressing game, and I've always said it. Jorginho does not play well when they press him. Arsenal they know this very well. They're going to press Jorginho, and you watch it today. But maybe I want to be wrong for today. Sterling, we know he's going to have one game where he will just take everything upon himself and be the main man of the day. It could be today. But for the past games, if we want to go based on form, Sterling shouldn't be starting this game. He shouldn't be starting this game. So that shows, is it weakness on the part of Potter to say he's not man enough to say, okay, I want to go based outrightly on performance? I mean, this lineup is, I hope majority of us, because reading from people's tweets and everything, from the chat, everything, you will see people are surprised. There's only very few that are very positive, optimistic about this game. I don't know. I'm very, very afraid and nervous about this game. We don't know what's going to happen. It could go either way. We could be, in the first 15 minutes, we could be 2 goals down. I see this game turning out to be that way. We could be 2 goals down in 15 minutes, the first 20 minutes. It could be a game where, okay, keeps it tight. It could be 0-0, but it could easily be, we could be down, because this lineup, Sterling and Jorginho, I don't know. Those are the 2 problems we have. Kovacic is there, Zakaria is there. This is the game that we should start being very solid. We saw this yesterday during the build-up, that the midfield is where this game will be won or lost. And you see, definitely, we're going to be proved right that midfield will be key. And we don't know what formation. If it's a back 4, Aspilicueta is too slow as a right back. We know that Aspilicueta is slower for a right back. So I don't know why the lineup doesn't really give me any hope at all, to be honest. I just pray I'm wrong, or majority of us are wrong, but it doesn't give any hope at all as a Chelsea fan going into this game today.
Yeah, everybody's concerned, really. And again, no jokes. I'll come back again to the panel in a bit, and I want to get Roger's thoughts. I remember the UEFA Champions League final. Everyone thought the City was going to win it again, but we won. So when we are the underdogs, we're better. Yes, that's for sure. That's a Chelsea thing. You can say that's, again, the charity FC factor. Ben, when you expect us to win, we falter. What's Koulibaly doing on the bench? Again, I'll speak with Graham Potter later after the show, and I'll reach out to you and let you know what he said. Trying to correct himself first half again. I don't understand. Let's see what else we have against Steve Chelsea. Again, the referee, okay, talking to Steve. This is a massive game to define this season. That, again, it's a season-defining game for me. That's how I see it. A win will be massive, considering the players out, considering how many points, again, the gap between us and Arsenal. It's a season-defining game for them too. Again, if they win, usually it's a confidence booster for them. Whenever they beat Chelsea, they go on to do quite a lot of good stuff. Yes, Steve, the lineup, especially the midfield, is worrying, concerning underdog FC. Yep. Again, 5-0 Arsenal, SPJ5. Mount should not start. Yeah, nobody's confident at all. It is concerning indeed. Koulibaly is probably on the bench so that, again, we don't pick up more injuries. How many games do we have left? I think this is the biggest of all the games remaining, if you ask me. The Man City game is a cup game. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is, again, let's see what happens, really. Again, I'm short of words. Again, it looks to me, it's making the Newcastle game the priority of our 2 league games. Maybe big up to you too, Mason. Got there. Nice to see you. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. Very useless, again, team selection. This coach can never, again, survive more than this season. He is very myopic, again, and lack of ideas. I wonder if he watches a different team from the ones we watch. He trains with them. So most definitely he sees them differently. I am not happy again. I'm not either. See what else we have here again. I go out again. Whoosh. Okay. Connection issues, quite a lot of it, and it's annoying. It's infuriating me, really. Again, why was Sterling wing back? Another disaster in the making. What a poor selection. If Sterling really plays wing back today, then Potter isn't really paying attention. But at least you could say there's a bit of balance today, so it won't be that bad. Can this team, can with this team, Arsenal first attack, they will score? Okay, you have every right to think so. Serious question, though. How do we score? I don't know, really. I'm going to come back to the panel. Roger, let me get your thoughts on the selection. And more importantly, I want to find out from you, what is Raheem Sterling doing on the pitch, really? I know he scored a goal the last time. I think Christian Pulisic should be starting over this guy. This is not because I'm American, but if we're being honest, really. But go ahead.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning to you too, brother.
I wouldn't. First of all, I wouldn't call Potter myopic. I don't think he's short-sighted at all. Far from it. I totally agree with virtually everything Eddie said, but I think we have to understand what we talked about yesterday or the other day was rotation. This is why Silva's playing, and don't forget Koulibaly only played 65 minutes because he's coming back from an injury, so he's damned if he plays him and starts him, and if he gets hurt, well, you're playing him too much. And he's damned if he's not, because you have to pace a person, and he's not exactly a spring chicken. So I do have concerns with Sterling. We seemingly talk about this week in, week out. This man, Monsieur Potter, is not picking certain players based on form. Yes, I know he did score last week or earlier in the week. But I must admit, I'm not a huge proponent of Sterling. He has his deficiencies, and I'm bemused. I'm stunned at why each and every week he's starting. I don't get it. So be it. I don't know. Even his tracking back, even his production when he's not on the ball seems to be quite lackluster. Even so, maybe he's tired. Even. I don't know. That's the one observation I made when I watched the game a second time. Could be. I think it's probably a back four. We are purely speculating.
Most likely.
Yes, in all likelihood. And it's a hybrid. I agree with you in all likelihood. The midfield, I think it's going to be a 4-3-1-2, or basically a 4-3-3. But let's see. I would have liked to have seen Zakaria play. And I think Kovacic isn't playing because he's banged up. It's simple as that. You can't force people to start when they're knocked up and so forth. So he's using rotation. Is this a big game? Yes, it is. But we don't get more points by beating or playing with Arsenal than we do with Newcastle. It's 3 points for a win, 1 point for draw, 0 points for loss in every game. So you have to understand that it is purely rotational also. We've criticized him for not rotating enough before, and now he is rotating. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
You're indeed Potter's lawyer. Well, here's the that is seriously a well-presented case of why he selected this again, with big words that make it again believable. Big up Blues pulled an all-nighter. Red Bull keeps you going. It gives you wings, right? I get it. But Glenn, more importantly, I hope you're doing well. We will lose again. We will be down 3-0 by halftime. Okay, we'll see. Just remember you said that. Again, come on, Chelsea, give us something to share about. Again, 3 or 4 goals, and what I want to see is what you want to see. Here's something I want to say, really. Graham Potter himself did say that Kovacic's absence in the team last time was precautionary. So to me, he's ready to play. And again, I know we've already talked about is Kova is the only guy that usually plays in this sort of game.
Yes.
It's the only guy that usually, because no matter how you press us, Kovacic he still plays. I don't like this combo here. As much as I like Loftus-Cheek as a player, he doesn't do it. He doesn't cut it for me centrally.
Sure,
but I'm gonna come from Ty's perspective. Whenever Ty talks about him in the central area, gives away the ball too much. Again, Jorginho and Kovacic, they make a better pairing there in the central area there in the 2-6s, if that's what we're playing really. Their interplay is great. Plus, again, I don't like this. Go ahead, Roger. I just don't like it. Go ahead with what you wanted to say.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No worries.
I think it's a matter of not tactical, but I think it could be a matter of medical. I think maybe Kova is not fully recovered. It's simple as that. Or maybe he's got a knock or a strain from training or warm-up. We don't know.
Let's get it. Isn't he on the bench?
Yes, he is. But that doesn't mean that he can play he can start. There's always the adage that if you're good enough to be on the bench, you're good enough to start. That's not always the case. You have to take age in consideration. You have to take whether it's a muscle strain where you can play a certain amount of minutes. Listen, only you know your body per se. That's his office. So if he's told the coach, you know what, I can only give you 30, 45 minutes max, then what's the coach going to do? If he's honest with it, a lot of players aren't usually honest because they want to start. I get it, but he's a mature enough and professional enough individual that he could. And I'm just purely speculating. He could have told, Potter that, hey, listen, I don't think I can start. So or Potter's seen something in training to identify that he doesn't believe that he's the right person to start based on a condition. That's the only thing I can surmise. Because I would play him in a heartbeat. There's no doubt about it. Since the first day I saw him play for Chelsea on loan, I was like, wow, what a player. You could tell. He's smooth, he's technical, he advances the ball, he's great on the turn, etc., etc., etc. He has everything you want from a midfielder.
Yeah, just quickly, let me catch up with the chat here. I have an important question. I really want us to talk about this. Kim's just saying Sterling is starting because of his English. It just looks like, Steve, again, Potter is really trying to do someone a favor. Maybe Gareth Southgate, we don't know, but it just doesn't make sense that he starts every game, even whenever. Yeah, he's, like you said, he scored a goal the last time, but really, he shouldn't be starting every game like this. Again, he needs, his first 11, he does not know his first 11. It just looks like, as the fans, we understand the problem, the team's problems, more than he does. But then again, he sees these players day in, day out on the training pitch. So I don't know. I hope he works. Arsenal will press the life out of Chelsea, which was why we said this game is tailor-made for Kovacic. And unfortunately, he's on the bench. I don't like when Kova is not playing because he's the best player in carrying the ball forward. I am watching this again closely today. I am too. And Lemlin says again, if you're not fit again to start, you should not be on the bench, as you are only another injury waiting to happen. That's how I see it. That's how I see it, really. Potter hasn't said anything about Kovacic in his in his team selection interview. He hardly says anything. You don't hear anything until after the game. Like in Thomas Tuchel's case, usually we hear why a certain player isn't playing. So I just don't know. Ruben Loftus-Cheek plays because he's English. No, I'm not going to go to that side. But the only question I have is Loftus-Cheek. What's his name? Raheem Sterling, really. Kova may come in the first half. We could sub again like we did against Manchester United. I hope we see the Sterling is a high-profile player. Could be, you could say, a contract thing.
So can I just say something, Coach? Listen, yeah. Havertz, he plays Havertz a lot. Yet last time I checked, Potter isn't German. You can't say this.
No, I don't buy that. We won't spend our time.
Not you. I'm not talking about you.
No, I understand. I understand. Yeah. Go ahead. Say what you're saying.
No. Okay. So I believe it was Bobby, and I respect Bobby immensely. I believe he's the one that stated the term passport coaching, or words to that effect. And I don't buy that. I'll be really honest with you. I don't think any coach looks at a player and goes, I'm picking him because of his passport. Maybe subconsciously, maybe that's true because, it's like racism. It could be, some people say they're not racist, but it's subconscious. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's inherent.
Yes. So, some people could be against subconsciously.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a psychologist by any. I don't even play a psychologist on TV, Coach. So, but I don't think any coach will play or not play a player based on their ethnicity, their nationality. I think it's down to their fitness, their physicality, their attributes. Do you understand how they fit into a system? But I've got to admit, I have to concede one thing. I cannot defend why Potter seemingly always chooses Sterling. It could be. I love that the birds had in the background. I love it. I can't back and substantiate why Sterling is starting so often. It has to be what he sees on the training ground. It has to be, because I don't.
But
see
if
it.
it's not materializing again in a match environment, then why start him?
I don't get it. I have no answer for you. I would prefer Pulisic to start, even though Pulisic has his distractions also.
But at least he does better. We see him again.
He's technical. He's better on the ball.
Yeah.
All these things tick the boxes. I concur with you wholeheartedly. I do not understand why Sterling is picked week in, week out for the most part. I don't see it. But he's not the only one. You look at Pep, chose him in constantly. You look at Liverpool's managers picked him.
But you could say at the time where Pep was picking him constantly, he didn't have too many options. When the options came,
what, are you kidding me? He had plenty of options on that.
No. There was a time when it was him and who was that? Was it Silva? Was saying he was starting constantly because some of them they had a good chemistry. But Pep wouldn't pick you constantly like this if you're underperforming, really.
Well, Grealish, he played ahead of Grealish all last year.
Grealish, you know how much they paid for him. They're probably trying to show he was right to appointed at him. But I get your argument, really. But I don't,
Coach. I can't substantiate why. I don't get it.
Nobody understands. It just doesn't make sense because we've seen Pulisic come on and make a huge difference. Play 10 times better than Sterling have played. But Eddie, I'm going to come to you. Your thoughts. Why do you think he keeps starting him, really? And here, Sterling is a high-profile player. Could be again a contract thing. Is that even possible for again to go into a contract with a player that he starts a certain amount of games? So even when he's again having a stinker constantly, he keeps starting. Is it possible, really?
I think Potter is the only one that can explain that, because most Chelsea fans don't understand that. So he's the only person that knows why that is. So if he's trying to convince or to make people not to think that it's because he's English, or he just decides that, I'll keep playing you until you hit form. I don't know, maybe there's an agreement between him and Sterling. Because if it's about coaching and then about what he says, what I see in training and all, I don't think what he sees in training translates to what he's saying match day. If he sees Sterling training very well and it's not translating it to the pitch on match day, why does he still keep playing him? I mean, we have Gallagher. This is a game that is high pressing. Gallagher should have been there. Zakaria should have been there. Loftus-Cheek is there already. We need all these young lads who can press as well. We need this pressing game. And then Kovacic should be playing. He's on the bench. Why not play him? And then if he's not fit or whatever, you can now sub. This is a game that we cannot afford to go behind. Arsenal they don't concede a lot. And they score a lot. So if we open up for them, for me, it's only Potter that can explain why Sterling keeps playing. Because everybody can see, even in the England squad, it's just because Southgate is similar to Potter. They don't go based on form. They go by reputation or whatever it is. So Sterling will definitely make the squad. But for me, if I was appointed the England manager today, Sterling is not in my squad. That's the basic truth. It's not in my squad. But because all these managers, I don't know, maybe they don't have the balls. They can't really say, I take this decision based on performance rather than based on reputation and big name. I don't understand it. I really don't. It baffles me. It baffles a lot of fans about why Sterling keeps starting. Since Potter came, Sterling has not been dropped. Why not drop him and let him see from the bench? This is what I expect you to do. This is what I pass message to him. And it's just few matches now to the World Cup. So he keeps playing him and keep playing him. I tell you, maybe even if we bought what's this guy's name now, Leao will be on the bench. Sterling will be playing. I won't be surprised.
So true.
Honestly, I believe that.
Pele.
And if we're being honest, he's actually got If we're being honest, he's actually looked better because he was worse. But even at that, he's still not good enough to be starting over players such as Christian Pulisic. I'm being honest. This is not me being biased. As much as I don't think Christian Pulisic is the best player at Chelsea, I don't think Sterling should be starting over him right now.
Coach, we could have Mbappe there, and Mbappe will still be on the bench, and Sterling will be.
Yes,
playing.
that's why I'm not surprised by that argument. And Roger, your thoughts on this comment from Glenn regarding maybe it's a contract thing? Really, do you think is that possible?
anything is possible, as they say, but I don't think that's a factor at all. I mean, maybe it weighs subconsciously in the back of Potter's mind, but no, I don't believe so. I think this first 10, 15 minutes of the game is going to be very telling. We have been very slow in games as of late, and Arsenal are usually a fast starting team. So this is going to be an interesting game, and wow, I'm
interested
very
in it. I'm going to catch up. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. You were saying something.
Yeah, the comments there saying could it be contract thing, coach? Yeah, let's assume without conceding. Let's not assume without conceding that it's a contract thing. Does the contract say even when you're not informed, they keep playing you? Would that contract be ever say like that?
Read the small print.
You know the fact. So would the contract say even if I am not informed, I'm missing 20 chances in a game and I'm losing you points? Does it still state that you have to play me? The contract. Let's even assume. Let's assume without conceding that okay, that's the fact. It's a contract. You know, I have to play regularly. Good, but you have to play regularly. You have to show why you should be playing regularly. We are not. I mean, we might not be coaches. We might not be the manager. But we know what it is about football as well. The little knowledge we have that Sterling is out of form. It's clear for everybody to see. So if it's a contract, they need to review that contract. They need to review it and in fact,
out of form is an understatement.
Yeah, it is. Let me catch up on what we have in the chat. I think we should call it a day because I'll get ready for the watch along show again. If anybody has time, I appreciate it. Again, the panelists. I know Roger, you don't do watch along, but anybody that can join there, it will be awesome to do that. The watch along show with you guys. Sterling is a high profile player. I've read that again. Potter has not learned his lessons. Sterling is not a wing back. I don't think the position is the biggest issue there. I think the lack of balance is the biggest issue because this is something that Thomas Tuchel did and would have done that with Sterling too. Again, Rousseau and everything. Let's see what else we have. We have just 3 minutes, so I'm not going to come back to the panel for predictions. Roger, I agree about the training ground, but we see what he does on the pitch, which is more important. Yeah, that trumps whatever he does on the training ground. Tobela, I also think it's a contract thing, just like a FIFA, an agreement that the player will play a certain amount of game, but you don't have to play them all chained. You could break them up. I gotta go. All right, talk to you later. Let's see what do we have here. That part is written in code. Oh, yeah, exactly. Come on, you Blues, let's do it, says Kevin Ducey. And this is Ty Talks, again, YouTube channel link. Go check out his channel, people. Be sure to subscribe. The players are already coming onto the pitch. And here we have 5 minutes again to game. Yeah, again, quickly, your prediction, Roger.
I predict we play with a back 10. No, I have no idea, honestly.
Your prediction in terms of scoreline.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't do score lines because it's pointless for me. I think I'm hoping for draw, but I can see it going really down south fast.
All right.
Not positive. Sorry.
No problem. Roger, you want to make any predictions from you?
You mean Eddie?
Again, Eddie, what do you think the outcome would be?
Yesterday, when we did our lineup, I was trying to say, because I'm a Chelsea fan, Chelsea fan, let's go for 2-1 win. But today, this lineup, except if it changes, I think we're going to lose. I think we're going to lose maybe 3-1. 3-1 defeat.
All right, at home. Okay, Ty, you want to say anything before I will call it a day? I'm going to move to the other channel to get ready. Again, I think we should just call it. Ty, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, I'm saying 3-1 Chelsea. I'm staying positive. We'll win the game.
All right, I still think we'll win 2-1. All right, see you guys again. If you have time, please, if you can join me there, perfect. If not, I understand. All right, see you guys later. Bye.